Hey there! Funny meeting you here out in the forest. We're the Gawler family, and we were just traipsing out through the woods, and we came upon this beautiful gazebo, and we decided this is a great spot to do a concert for Bagaduce Music. This is Bagaduce Music's over in Blue Hill, and they've asked us to do a show, be the kickoff show for their year-long series called Unexpected Music in Unexpected Places. And so we put together this concert/campfire hang session called Welcome in the Light, to welcome in the new year and whatever it brings to us. It's our pandemic show, so we've all been hunkered down in various cabins, and we all got tested, and we're all feeling really safe. So we're going to sing without our masks and just give you our pearly whites here, and we hope that you'll sing along with us. A lot of these songs are sing-alongs. It's made for whatever little barca-lounger you're hanging out in, just belt it right out.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, the first one's called Walk in the Light. There's a light that's been shining since the world it began. There's a light that's been a-shining in every woman and man. There's a light that's been shining in the Muslim and the Jew. There's a light that's been a-shining there in me and in you. Well,
walk in the light wherever you may be. Walk in the light, whoever you may be, with your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We're walking in the glory of the lights at George Fox.
There's an ocean of darkness, I was blinded in the night, till I swam through the darkness to the ocean of light. You can lock me in prison, the light will be free. We're walking in the glory of the light, said he.
Walk in the light, wherever you may be. Walk in the light, whoever you may be, with your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We're walking in the glory of the lights at George Fox.
Will you swear on the Bible? No, I won't, said he. The truth, it's more holy than the book to me. If I gave you a pistol, will you fight for the Lord? No, you can't kill the devil with a gun or a sword.
Walk in the light, wherever you may be. Walk in the light, whoever you may be, with your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We're walking in the glory of the lights at George Fox.
With a book and a steeple and a bell and a key, we'll bind it up forever, but you can't, said he. The book, it will crumble, and the steeple, it will fall, but the light, it will be shining at the end of it all.
Walk in the light, wherever you may be. Walk in the light, whoever you may be, with your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We're walking in the glory of the lights at George Fox. Old leather breeches and shaggy, shaggy locks. Old leather breeches and shaggy, shaggy locks. With your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We are tearing down the pillars of the world, George Fox.
Well,
Walk in the light, wherever you may be. Walk in the light, whoever you may be, with your old leather breeches and your shaggy, shaggy locks. We're walking in the glory of the lights at George Fox.
Ho ho!
Yeah.
well, welcome to the fireside.
Well, here we are in the dark days of the year, and it's not too far from the solstice, which was only a few weeks ago. I just ordered my onion seeds. Anyone else order onion seeds? It's time to think about onions.
Wow.
Got to get them in the soil
get on it.
soon. So we'll sing the next song. It'll be a song that actually is typically sung on the solstice. And as we're welcoming in the light, we want to send this out to all the people who are experiencing some darkness right now, especially those who have been evicted from their homes. This kind of goes out to those who are not in as good a situation as we would have you be. So, the Solstice Song.
Yeah. Is that a good key?
Yeah.
Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. It is so warm and light within, sheltered from the winter wind. Songs and laughter, friends and kin, have brought me to your door. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. Open your door, for here I stand. My only gift is my empty hand, an empty heart and broken plans on this dark time of the year. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. I am without a friend today, and soon I will be on my way. I only ask you to let me stay for an hour by your fire. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire.
Thank you all. And here we have light.
You have lights. Oh, and our smoke machine.
We'll pass it to
Yeah.
Daddy for this one.
It's just like we're on the big stage.
Exactly.
Smoke
Smoke in
machine,
the eyes,
everything.
fresh breeze.
Here's a song for y'all that's a lot about today and our last year in life together. It's a song I learned at a sheet metal shop where I work in Waterville, because this lovely woman who's our bookkeeper plays the best music on her computer when she's at work at her desk. And this one come on by a couple of Piedmont blues players that I have since grown to like, John Cephas and Phil Wiggins, guitar player and harmonica player, and the song's called Great Change, Since I've Been Born. So I've been around since 1949, and I think back sometimes of the things that have changed since I was born. And I think a lot too about three boys that are Molly and Lau's three sons. And their names are Holman, Caspian, and Micah. Holman was born on November 30th in 2015, and he lived a little more than 5 hours as a physical being. But he has lived so strong, both before he arrived and since he left the physical world. And we think of him as a ball of fire, and a healer of hearts, and a messenger of change. So this song goes out to Holman, Caspian, and Micah, and that generation which will carry this change to love, which is where it came from and where it's all headed. So a little old blues number called Great Change Since I've Been Born, dedicated to the three boys.
Are we doing this in D or E?
I'm back to D.
Back to D.
actually. Yeah.
You want an old triangle?
That's it. We got to have the old triangle.
Yeah.
Trying to blast you guys.
Triangle.
I'm gonna go over here.
And if the wind direction doesn't change in a minute, we'll shift to on top of Old Smoky. Okay?
The wind was going
Oh yeah. Now, Bennett, that's an interesting looking gift fiddle you got
What is
there.
that you're playing there?
That's a good question. I was driving down here and I got a flat tire.
Yep.
And I had to pull it off and the hubcap fell off and I had a couple extra banjo strings and I said, oh, why don't you just string it up and call it a guitar?
Well, I'm sure liking the sound of that. Making do with what falls off your automobile. Now there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. There's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Now things I used to think, well, I don't think no more. Things I used to think, I don't think no more. There's things I used to think that I don't think no more. Great change since I've been born. Now there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Oh, there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. You know things I used to say, I don't say no more. There's things I used to say, I don't say no more. There's things I used to say that I don't say no more. Great change since I've been born. There's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Oh, there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Great change. Woo! Woo! Oh, there's things I used to do, I don't do no more. Things I used to do, I don't do no more. There's things I used to do, I don't do no more. Great change since I've been born. There's a great change since I've been born. There's a great change since I've been born. There's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Those pants I used to wear, I don't wear no more. There's pants I used to wear, I don't wear no more. Well, there's pants I used to wear that I don't wear no more. Great change since I've been born. What do you know about it? There's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Oh, there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born.
Well, now things I used to fear, I don't fear no more. Oh,
Things I used to fear, I don't fear no more. Oh, there's things I used to fear, I don't fear no more. Great change since I've been born.
One time.
Great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born. Oh, there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born.
We got new songs to sing.
Since I've been born, new songs to sing. Since I've been born, oh, there's new songs to sing. Since I've been born, great change since I've been born. Got a great change since I've been born.
There's a great change since I've been born.
Oh, there's a great change since I've been born. Great change since I've been born.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right, I gotta go put this back on the car.
Yeah.
Put it on the manifold. Keep it warm.
Okay. Well,
Well, we got a little old wintry number coming up here. This is a song about a very special little sprite that comes along and puts frost ferns on the windows and encourages us all to kind of hunker down. I love winter, don't you? I just love how it just kind of gives you the time to go inside and kind of pay attention to some of those inner things. So we'll call this little sprite the stranger.
The stranger passed the field last night and touched the grass with hoary white. He touched the branches of the trees and whistled down a chilly breeze. And now the maple trees are red, the green oaks now are gold instead. The grass is sharp beneath my feet, and dry leaves rustle down the street. The stranger danced beneath the moon and taught the wind a different tune. He wrote his name on tree and grass, and earth and air and stone and glass. He told to us an icy joke that made the summer go up in smoke. A flash of glory and despair, now brown and gray and white and bare. So one more toot and then inside your harvest and your soul to hide. Don your wool and stoke your fire until the stranger should retire. In darkness rest, in darkness rise, in darkness read the solstice skies, until the snow and ice are done, the stranger banished by the sun.
Thank you.
Oh, smoky. We're going to sing one that I'm hoping everyone who is watching right now will join in on. This is a traditional song called a wassail. It's called the Malpas Wassail. There's many, many wassails out there, and it's a celebratory song that is
That it is.
intertwined with the tradition of blessing the apple orchard for a good, bountiful harvest the coming year. And it's often sung around this time in the snowy, deep part of winter. And folks go around from house to house with their cider and offer songs. And this is a wassail. So we'll start out with the chorus, shall we? No. Start out with a verse.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, winter almost over. That's not how it starts. Here's how it starts.
Okay.
Well, Christmas being over.
And it is.
Here's how it starts.
When is this?
How does it start? Well, Christmas being over and the new year coming on. Won't you lift up your voices and join us in song?
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
a health to the mountains and also to the trees. Here's a health to the flowers, the birds, and the bees.
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
This ancient old barn we will kindly salute, and as it is our custom, you need not dispute.
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
Well, thank you for singing wherever you are. In your barca lounger, your boat, your truck, or your car.
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
We hope that our singing makes you feel real loose. We'd like to give a thanks out to old Bagaduce.
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
Hey, God bless the apples.
Yes.
Oh.
Mighty. Oh gosh, well, we have another song to share.
This is one. It's well, it's not in the Bagaduce Lending Library yet, because I wrote it a few years ago. But it's one that I wrote to keep us all singing through these particular times, to the winter in particular. It's called "Don't Forget to Sing," and never sung it a cappella, but we'll give it a whirl.
Nice.
Definitely join in on the chorus. Looking on in the mirror of my time, what makes this being that I call mine, layer on layer, as complex as a rose. But there's one thing I know deep inside these bones. It's don't forget to sing, oh la-di-da-di-da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter's long, but song will keep us on, keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a-singing. Gather round on the darkest day of the year. We'll light a fire, keep it lit, we all are here. Lift the bowstring, knowing fingers draw a tune. We'll raise our voices and we'll sing to the rising moon. And don't forget to sing, oh la-di-da-di-da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter's long, but song will keep us
song, keeping a song are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a-singing.
Outside my window, sun dances on the leaves. If I'm that tree, well then, my friends, you are the light. Without you, oh, I would surely fall. I bow my branches in thanks to you all. And
Don't forget to sing, oh la-di-da-di-da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter's long, but song will keep us on, keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a-singing.
And
Don't forget to sing, oh la-di-da-di-da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter's long, but song will keep us on, keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a-singing.
one more.
Oh, don't forget to sing, oh la-di-da-di-da. I'll remind you if you remind me. For the winter's long, but song will keep us on, keeping us on are the ones of feather, blood, and bone. My friend, your kinship will keep me a-singing.
All right.
Thank you, Elsie.
Thank you, everyone.
That makes me feel good.
Aw. Just don't forget to sing. I promise it'll brighten up your day.
Well, I'm going to grab the fiddle now. This morning, I was watching that sunrise, and it just kind of peeked up over the hill. Oh, thank you, Edith. Thank you. And and this tune came to me. I learned this tune in Shetland from the playing of Tommy Anderson. And I'll start with the Daydons. The Daydons is an old tune, very old tune, as they would say. And you can hear in the tune the da-da-da-die-die, the little first rays of sun. And it kind of reminds me of where we are today in the world situation. We have a new time a-coming. The first new rays of sun and hope are upon us. So we'll put that out there for that, and then we'll play Christmas Day in the Morning, which is also an old song, old tune, and it's about the same sort of thing. It's like, here comes the sun, right? Okay. Thank you, Bennett.
Thank you, Ellen.
It is a pleasure and an honor.
I can't believe we're playing instruments out here. It's about 28 degrees.
Yeah, my fingers were kind of feeling it, huh?
It sounded,
it's no
sounded like
small
it was
feat.
70 degrees.
Well, I think so. I do think so.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Daydons. Bring it in the light. Welcome in the light.
We are gonna have Elsie sing one next, I believe. That is a poem. She did a really fun thing. She took a poem and put it to music. And it's a poem from a wonderful fellow named Holman Day. And hi.
Keep going. This is great.
He is from over in Vassalboro area, central Maine, and he worked for the newspaper over there and wrote a couple of incredible books about life in Maine and some novels and some books of poetry. And if you haven't discovered his work yet, we all highly recommend it. He is a family favorite. Holman Day, and his poems never cease to delight. So this is one about agriculture.
Would you like me to play the guitar?
I was just saying, what are the chances I could get a guitar on this? How
Have
much
it.
are you charging these days?
Oh,
Depends on the temperature.
between 20 and 30 degrees. A nice hot cup of tea will do.
We got that.
Payment.
The lower it goes, the cheaper it gets.
Key, and what key?
You know, there's one quick other thing I wanted to say about this song, which is this song honors the farmers of Maine, and there has been an incredible lineage of farmers in Maine tending these very soils, and those farmers have hands that are both white and absolutely black and brown as well, and I just want to honor all of the farmers in this state that we have. We have some incredible people of color working the land as well. And so this is to honor all farmers in Maine of all colors.
Well said.
Gizzle. What key are we in? Oh, yeah. From the acres of a rustic, broad and mellow in the sun, down to rocky York, the chorus of the farmers has begun. They are riding in a rustic on their patent sulky plows. They are riding, taking comfort, for they've learned the secret how. And they're planting their potatoes with a whirring new machine. Driver sits beneath his awning, slickest thing you ever seen. And there's not a rack of Exum in the acres spreading wide, so they sit upon their cushion, cock their legs and smoke and ride. And they've pitched a tune to a jubilant strain. Lilting it merrily now. It is the song we wait for here up in Maine. It's the song of the Harrow and the Plough. Well, G and Bragg go lurching onward with the furrows mellow steam. Over there with the clank of whiffle tugs, a sturdy Morgan team. And the man who rides a planter or who plods the broken earth joins and swells the mighty chorus of that season's budding mirth. And they're picking rocks in Oxford and then Waldo blasting ledge, and they're farming down in Lincoln with their acres set on edge. And down among the kitchen gardens of the slopes of Cumberland, they are sticking in their garden sass as thick as it will stand. And they've pitched a tune to a jubilant strain, lilting it merrily now. It is the song we wait for here up in Maine. It's the song of the Harrow and the Plough. sweet. And every nose is sniffing at the scent of furrowed earth, and every woman is living all of life at what it's worth. Though the farmer in rustic sails across her velvet fields, and her mellow crumbly acres vomit forth the spendthrift yield. All the rest are just as cheerful on their hillside farms as she, for there's cozy wealth and gardens and a fortune in a tree. And the woman who rides a planter or who plods the broken earth joins and swells the mighty chorus of that season's fun and mirth. And they've pitched a tune to a jubilant strain, lilting it merrily now. It is the song we wait for here up in Maine. It's the song of the Harrow and the Plough. And so they're singing the song of the coming of the spring, and the song of the empty mouth, of the quiver of the birth that's stirring in the earth. It's the song of the Harrow and the Plough. It's the song of the Harrow and the Plough. Thank you so much.
Yay,
Elsie.
Who's that fabulous
Hey,
voice singing
hey.
next to you?
This guy over
That
here. This is Ethan Tischler.
Hey.
Recently moved to Maine from Vermont, and we are so delighted to have him in these neck of the woods.
Looking forward to meeting you all in person
Yes.
later this year.
Which will happen.
Ethan is also our sound technician,
Yes.
and so he is ducking in and out and tending to this recording setup that we have out here. So, thank you, Ethan.
As is Elsie, our video wizard, ducking in and out to make sure we look like what we look like out here
Yeah.
today.
Exactly. Beautiful.
You wouldn't want to look like a bunch of ducks.
No. That'd be a whole different concert.
Well, that reminds me that I feel a whole lot more like I do right now than I did a little while ago.
That's the best.
Oh, boy, am I glad to hear that.
I was worried.
Is that why you're ducking in and out?
Yeah.
Ethan, too?
Quacking.
And folks, I believe that this concert will be available to you on the 23rd of this month at 7 o'clock in the evening by tuning in to Bagaduce. And with that, we'll be offering single workshops from each of us to offer some of what we have to share.
Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, John,
Yeah.
that already happened. That happened all afternoon. People were in their workshops. They loved it. So for those of you who missed it, John's telling you what just happened, which is that some people took a workshop in Home and Day poetry.
They did?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. I mean, we saw. This is very confusing.
The virtual world is very confusing.
I'm glad you straightened me out on that, Bennett.
It just occurred to me just now.
That's a good
You
thing.
know, I think we should talk about a topic a little more simple.
Okay.
How about earthy? Let's get grounded. Anybody know a song about potatoes? Thank
Oh,
goodness.
phew.
Should I sing
Bring
it
us
right
back
here?
down. Yeah,
What a
this one.
relief.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, here's one out of the Bagaduce Music Lending Library collection.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, a lot of these have been. This one, we didn't know. In fact, this is our first time ever singing it, and this is gonna be the first time you're ever singing it because I made up the lyrics to a song that just had words.
Nice.
They're in the archives. Yeah, I mean, I made up the melody.
Melody.
Oh, good. I can't
We
wait.
knew what you meant.
You know what I was talking about.
Can't wait to hear this melody.
Right there with it.
It's a good melody, old-timey sounding, with a classic vibe to it, which is that the last line, you got to sing with me. I sing the whole other part, and you sing the last line. And the last line is, "Them taters are all dug."
Okay.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Them taters are all dug. You get the idea.
Is this a song for Doug? We dedicate this to Doug Protzek.
We'll dedicate this to Doug Protzek
Okay.
from Maine Fiddle Camp.
Perfect.
Who loves potatoes?
He loves potatoes. Okay, so the cool part about this story is that it was brought by a young migrant potato worker who traveled up to Aroostook County to harvest potatoes. And it's part of the pattern in Maine for a long time. We've had immigrants and migrant workers coming to Maine to help out with our crops for a long time, and it hasn't always been fair. And this is a song that tells some of that story of the highs and lows of farming in Maine. And he had no money after a whole season of harvesting potatoes, and he ended up getting as far as Mattawamkeag, and he ran out of money, and so he sold this song as a broadside to a local innkeeper and got paid for it, and used that money to get home. And that innkeeper then put this song in a book about 1912 or thereabouts. So
That's our philosophy. Sell the songs instead of digging potatoes.
speak for yourself. A bunch of us are farmers out here, including you.
All right.
All right,
It's riff-raff around here.
here we go. When them taters are all dug. Way up in Aroostook County, where in winter falls the snow, where in the short, hot summer months the big potatoes grow. The farmers cuss and talk about their big potato bugs, but there's a smile all o'er the county when them taters are all dug. Round village stores there's tater talk about their monstrous size. Now some of these yarns, they sound like truths, but a lot of them are lies. Ain't no whiskey in the jug. Ain't no whiskey to be had. Spring water in the jug. But there'll be an awful racket when them taters are all dug. And when the farmers start to dig in, they will stop you on your way. They will smoke and chew tobacco as they talk about the pay. They say, fill up your baskets just as much as you can lug, for they're always in a hurry till them taters are all dug. From east to west, from north to south, them tater pickers came. Some had no cash for railroad fares, but they got there just the same. And how they'd sweat and grunt and pull, and at the big potatoes tug. For the farmers have no use for them when them taters are all dug. And sometimes, too, a country gal would pick up in the field. Some love-struck tater picker would cause her heart to yield. And in the evenings they'd beguile the time with a stolen kiss or hug. There's sure to be a wedding when them taters are all dug. And when them taters are all dug and the pickers come to town with their dollars in their pockets full, they'll never get a frown. Some'll head on down to the line house just to fill their little mug. 'Tis then they drop clear out of sight, 'cause the taters are all dug.
I love it, Bennett.
And we'd like to send that out to our friends Martin and Nancy up there at Mud Lake.
All right.
Who also like potatoes.
Yes, Martin was chewing on a potato on a curbside when Nancy came walking out of a building and fell in love with him.
That's right.
Chewing on a raw potato.
That's right.
That's how he captured her heart.
Hey, that's true.
Is this where we take a little break, or should we keep on rolling? Let's keep going. Okay. This is a Cindy Callett song. Come and get your oars and row. And when Bennett and Edith and Elsie and Papa John and Mama Ellen and me, we all boarded the J&E Riggin a couple summers ago, I think it was, and had an amazing time. Sarah Smith and Bill Smith were on that boat with us, and Sarah sang this song. And I decided right then and there, I'm going to learn that song. It was so just struck me. Come and get your oars and row. We've got tide. Tide. The tide is rolling in. And I can just picture it on the Penobscot Bay there. The tide is coming in, and we can hop in those rowboats like we like to do, and that gives us enough water to move. And it just seems like such a metaphor for right now. There's movement going on, so let's get our oars out.
And a huge tribute to Sarah and Bill, who
Yeah.
were such a blessing to us here for their short time in the state of Maine. And we still feel their spirit both of them, who have since gone on to another place and bless us from elsewhere. So, thank you, Sarah and Bill.
Just had a Charlie Chaplin moment.
Another fun thing about this song is that a bunch of us are avid rowers, and we row with an organization called Atlantic Challenge, which brings back these several hundred-year-old rowboats and builds teamwork and youth seamanship through sailing one of the hardest boats there is to sail, the Bantry Bay Gig.
Mm-hmm.
And Edith and Elsie are on the team, based out of Belfast.
Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide and the river rising, come and get your oars and row. Come up on your feet and walk, my baby, rise up on your feet and walk. We've got arms reaching out to catch you, rise up on those feet and walk. Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide in the river rising, come and get your oars and row. And in the morning call my name, my darling, in the morning call my name. We grow old and young, we birth, we die, and somehow rearrange. Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide in the river rising, come and get your oars and row. Some live to change the world with grace and a vision and a strength of mind. Some rise from trouble, some lend a hand, some keep trying to find. Watch that little boy go walking, my lover, and watch him as he learns to run. Watch him as he rounds the corner out of sight and tumbling back in her arms. Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide in the river rising, come and get your oars and row. And when it's time to say goodbye, my darling, and when it's time to say goodbye, we'll live on in the old and the young ones, dreaming down a quiet line. Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide in the river rising, come and get your oars and row. Come and get your oars and row, my darling, come and get your oars and row. We've got tide in the river rising, come and get your oars and row. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you, Cindy Callett. Such a wonderful song.
Yes. Who wrote that song?
Yes.
The Wren. The Wren is next.
Yeah. You want to tell us about the Wren, Bennett?
Sure. Here's a really fantastic song that these guys taught me, which I love because it's a story about the little bird, the wren. The eagle was, big powerful eagle was boasting about how it was the strongest and the most powerful, and it could fly the highest. And the lowly common wren said, "Is that so? And hopped on he's flying around out there, and then the eagle said, "Look, I'm the highest." And then the wren flew up and hopped on its shoulder, and just as the eagle got it the highest, the wren said, "Nope, I can fly the highest."
Oh.
Just a little old common wren. And the song is great. I think it's a metaphor for love, and the whole, even the verse, powder and shot. There's a verse about artillery, and for me, that just represents the artillery of love. That's what we have. That's what it's talking about. So when you get to that part, cogitate thereon.
Here.
Cogitated.
That's right.
And this was a song that was sung traditionally as people would carol from house to house in the winter cold months, and they would actually take a wren and put it in a cage and dress it up with ribbons, and so it was a whole ritual. It was a pre-Christian kind of thing, but it sort of then bled into the whole Christmas celebratory spirit. So this is a very old song, and it is actually sung after Christmas. Christmas is past. So
12th night song.
12th night
We're
song.
probably about there.
I think we might be.
I haven't done the tally, but. Joy, health, love, and peace be all here in this place. By your leave we will sing concerning our King. Our King is well dressed in silks of the best, in ribbons so rare, no king can compare. We have traveled many a mile over hedges and stiles in search of our King. Unto you we bring. We have powder and shot to conquer the lot. We have cannon and ball to conquer them all. Bold Christmas is past, 12th night is the last. We bid you adieu. Great joy to the new.
Great joy to the new.
Great joy to the new.
Nice. I want to sneak a little song in here that I totally forgot that I wanted to sing, but I'd love to sing it
Yeah.
with Molly and Elsie. A little song about bad weather. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Stormy weather.
Yeah. Stormy weather. Just 'cause it's an old favorite of many, many, many people, and it's fun to sing. And this was arranged by Let's All Huddle, because we can do that, right? Yeah. Yeah, arranged by Patty Collier of Village Harmony. We learned it when we were in Ghana, singing with a youth choir out there. But anyway, here we go. Stormy weather.
Gotta get my snapping fingers on.
Oh, sure, I know. I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. Can't get my poor self together, Lord. Keep raining all the time, all the time. Now life is bad, gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather. Can't get my poor self together, Lord. Raining all the time, all the time. Now since she went away, all the blues are coming to get me. And if she stays away, whoa, rocking chair's gonna get me. Now all I do is pray that the Lord will let me walk in the sun once more. I can't go on, and everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Can't get my poor self together, Lord. Keep raining all the time, all the time. I can't go on, and everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Keep Can't get my poor self together, Lord. Keep raining all the time, all the time.
Bum, 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 bum.
Keep raining all the time. Nice. Thanks, guys. I've always wanted to have a smoky voice, and tonight it has been achieved. Sweet. Should we sing about a stove?
Yeah, let's throw
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some wood on.
Okay.
We're gonna have Bennett sing one of my favorite songs about life on a cold ship and how that engine room is the place you want to be because it's that source of warmth.
Stoke it up, buddy.
Come on over, Papa.
Should I stand
And
up
it's
a little?
about wintry blizzards blowing.
Ah.
Yes. That's what it feels like over here.
Well, let's sing it, shall we?
We'll sing the verses and you guys hop in on the chorus?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Right
And
on.
sing along
All
with
right.
us.
Yes.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a good sing along.
Yeah.
How the wintry blizzards blow,
Indeed.
and the whaling ships at rest, tucked in lee harbor's sheltered bay, safely anchored 10 abreast, the whalers at their stations, and from shed to shed they go, carrying little bags of coal with them, and a little iron stove. In that wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps through your soul, how we huddled round that wee pot stove that burned oily rags and coal. Now, Fireman Paddy worked with me on the engine stiff and cold. A stranger to the truth was he. There's not a lie he hasn't told. He boasted of his gold mines and of all the hearts he's won. And his bonny sense of humor shone just like a ray of sun. In that wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps through your soul, how we huddled round that wee pot stove that burned oily rags and coal. Well, we labored 7 days a week with cold hands and frozen feet, bitter days and lonely nights, drinking grog and having fights. Fresh fish and whale meat sausage, hot penguin eggs a treat, and we'd shuffle off to work each day with icy hands and feet. In that wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps through your soul, how we huddled round that wee pot stove that burned oily rags and coal. Then one day we saw the sun, and the factory ships returned. Meet an old friend, sing a song. Hope the season won't be long, for it's homeward bound when it's over. We'll leave this icy hole, but I always will remember that little iron stove in that wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps through your soul. How we huddled round that wee pot stove that burned oily rags and coal. In that wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps through your soul. How we huddled round that wee pot stove that burned oily rags and coal.
Oh.
Okay. Mom's turn.
My
I'd love to hear a
turn.
song from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is another wintry old song about feeding the stock in the winter, and it's kind of a fun song. It's a traditional song that is really maybe a throwback to Old MacDonald.
Oh,
Aha.
Yeah,
old man.
I think so.
Nice. Old timer.
And it goes something like this. In the fields of frost and snow, watching late and early, there I'll feed my father's cows, there I'll feed them yearly. Mooing here, sing along. Mooing there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo. Oh, how free from care and strife is a charming country life. In the fields of frost and snow, watching late and early, there I'll feed my father's sheep, there I'll feed them yearly. Buying here, buying there, here a baa, there a baa, everywhere a baa. How free from care and strife is a charming country life. In the fields amongst the fens, watching late and early, there I'll feed my mother's hens, there I'll feed them yearly. Cackling here, cackling there, here a cackle, there a cackle, everywhere a cackle. Oh, how free from care and strife is a charming country life. In the evening at 6 o'clock, watching late and early, that's when I'll feed the turkey cock, there I'll feed them yearly. Gobbling here, gobbling there, here a gobble, there a gobble, everywhere a gobble. How free from care and strife is a charming country life. In the morning amongst the fowls, watching late and early, then that I will feed the owls, watching late and early. Hooing here, hooing there, here a hoo, there a hoo, everywhere a hoo. Oh, how free from care and strife is a charming country life. There you go.
Charming. Oh.
Charming country life.
Oh, charming country life.
That's it.
We call a lot of these pocket songs because they're for you to put in your pocket, and when you're strolling along someday with a friend or a child or a brother or a granddaddy, you can pull it out of your pocket and just go singing.
Perfect.
Don't forget to sing.
Don't forget to sing.
Hey, that'd make a good name for a song.
Hey, what do you know about that?
Ah, funny thing.
Huh. Maybe I should write a song called Don't Forget to Sing. Oh, wait! I already did! It's on a record, too. You can get it out there.
Indeed. Elsie put together this most amazing recording of all original material, and it's available. So
Out there in the world.
check it out.
Yes. Well, should we sing
Elsie.
about...
Another Bagaduce.
Oh,
Another
I was
Bagaduce
skipping ahead
special.
a minute. Another Bagaduce special.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I was perusing through, I think, the Book of Child's Ballads one day, and I came across this one, and I had heard a number of people sing it, and I thought, hey, I'll sing that. And it's called The Golden Willow Tree, and it's a song of a ship out there in the sea. And yeah, every ending I came across just was more dreadful than the next, and so I added some original lyrics at the end to kind of a little plot twist and switch up the story a little bit. And we'll see if I remember all the words.
Which we can totally do because The original version is you can find it in
You
a
can
book
find
at
it.
your local
Yeah.
Bagaduce lending library.
Yep.
So now it gives us liberty to have fun with things.
Let's see. Let's have a good pitch. That's good. Golden willow tree. Well, there was a little ship, and she sailed the sea, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
Was a little ship, and she sailed the sea, and the name that she bore was a golden willow tree. And she lay there in the low and lonesome low, lay there in the lowland so low. Well, they hadn't been out sailing more than 2 weeks or 3, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
Hadn't been out sailing more than 2 weeks or 3 when they came upon that ship called the Golden Willow Tree. And they lay there in the low and lonesome low, lay there in the lowland so low. It was a British roverie they came upon.
Okay.
Well, up stepped a little cabin boy, saying, Oh, the lonesome land so low. Up stepped a little cabin boy, saying, What will you give me for the ship that I'll destroy? If I sink her in the low and lonesome low, sink her in the lowland so low. Well, I'll give you gold and I'll give thee, crying, Oh, the lonesome land so low. I'll give you gold and I'll give thee the fairest of my daughters as we sail upon the sea. If you sink her in the low and lonesome low, sink her in the lowland so low. So he turned on his back and away swum he, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
He turned on his back and back swum he swum till he come to the British roverie. And he lay there in the low and lonesome low, he lay there in the lowland so low. He had a little instrument all fit for his use, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
He had a little instrument all fit for his use, and he bore 9 holes, and he bore 'em all at once. And he sunk her in the low and lonesome low, he sunk her in the lowland so low. He turned on his back and back swum he, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
He turned on his back and back swum he swum till he come to the golden willow tree. And he lay there in the low and lonesome low, he lay there in the lowland so low. Oh, Captain, please take me on board, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
Oh, Captain, please take me on board and do unto me as good as your word. For I sunk her in the low and lonesome low, I sunk her in the lowland so low. Oh, no, I won't take you on board, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
No, I won't take you on board, nor do unto you as good as her word. Though you sunk her in the low and lonesome low, you sunk her in the lowland so low. This is the point in the song where he would either swim to the bottom of the sea and die, or he would sink the crew of all of his friends. But instead, he rescued the daughter, and away they swam, crying,
Oh, the lonesome land so low.
Yes, he rescued the daughter, and away they swam. They swam till they come to the lone, lonesome land. Woo! And they lay there on the low and lonesome low. They lay there on the lowland so low. And they lay there on the low and lonesome low. They lay there on the lowland so low.
Yeah.
You gotta love a happy ending.
You know,
Choose your own adventure.
choose your own adventure song. Absolutely. Depends on what mood you're in.
Adventures are fun.
They are.
John, I hear you went on an adventure recently, didn't you?
By God, I don't know how this happened, but it was an amazing thing. I followed all the CDC protocol
Yep.
because I got invited. This is for a long distance flight on a jet, and I got invited to see some distant relatives in Switzerland. And
Really?
It's been a marvelous trip. I just was so lucky to go.
And John, what was your favorite part of Switzerland? traveling to Switzerland? What was your favorite part of going over there?
My favorite part of Switzerland?
Yeah.
Gosh, Bennett, that's a tough one. Let me think. My favorite part of Switzerland. Well, their flag is a plus.
You don't say.
Oh my. Well, shall we sing another farm and seasonal song?
Yeah.
The Kappa family.
Indeedy.
Why not?
Sussex,
From
England.
overseas.
This is a family that's passed down songs for now 9+ generations. Shepherds. And we got this from, I guess we learned it from you and also from Jeff Davis.
Yeah, I think so.
We
Woodstock,
learned it
Connecticut.
from Gail Huntington.
Oh, nice.
No kidding. Okay. And I believe Gail Huntington has a book in the Bagaduce Music Lending Library.
I believe he does.
So,
By golly.
Martha's Vineyard singer. Okay, here we
Hope you
go.
like our smoke machine.
Yeah. We're all about the effects tonight.
Atmosphere. It's all about the atmosphere.
Come, all you jolly plowboys, and help me to sing. I'll sing in the praise of you all. If a man he don't labor, how can he get bread? I will sing and make merry with all. It was of two young brethren born. It was of two young brethren born. One he was a shepherd and a tender of sheep, and the other a sower of corn. We will rile it, we will tile it, through mud and through clay. We will plow it up deeper and low. And after comes the seedsman, his corn for to sow, and the harrow to rake it in rows. It is April, it is May, it is June and July. What a pleasure it is for to see the corn grow. In August we will reap it, we will cut sheaf and bind it, and go down with our scythes for to mow. And after we have reaped it off every sheaf, and gathered up every ear, with a drop of good beer, boys, and our hearts full of cheer, we will wish you another good year. Our barns they are full, our fields they are clear. Here's a health to our family and friends. We'll make no more to do, boys, but we'll plow and we'll sow, and provide for the harvest next year.
Ha-ha.
Yay! The Copper family.
Yeah, the Gawler family. Have we introduced you?
No.
we introduced the band?
Oh, jeez, I
think
don't
we
think
haven't.
so.
Oh,
hi.
Hey.
I'm Bennett.
I'm
Ellen.
Ellen.
I'm
Nice to
Elsie.
meet you.
It's really good to meet
Elsie.
you. Yeah, actually, I'm Edith.
I'm Elsie. Hi.
Hey, I'm Bennett.
I'm Melcy. There.
Good, we got that taken care
Oh,
of.
but
Actually,
there's one more we got to introduce.
yes,
Ethan
exactly.
Fisher.
In fact, let's get him right up on here.
Yes.
Come on
and
over,
then
Ethan.
twiddling the knobs.
Up here, up.
I'm Elsie.
We'd like to invite you to sing a lovely song.
Oh,
All will be well.
sounds good.
Good
Come on over
Sounds
here.
good.
There's a spot right here. I've warmed
Thanks,
up
everybody.
for you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Elsie.
Any intros and
I think we could do it a cappella.
Yeah.
If we just let it
Sounds
ring.
good. Love it.
If we could just get an A, which it looks like we're ready to get. Ring.
sounds like an A.
let's just jump in.
Okay.
Children, keep growing, for the night comes in. For the night's gonna be heavy when the night comes in. Mothers, keep loving where your children been. For we're all getting a little weary of the way things have been. But all will be well, and all will be well, and all will be well, and all will be well. Flowers keep growing, for the wind gets in. For the wind's gonna be heavy when the wind gets in. Lovers, keep loving, for the rain comes in. For the rain's gonna be heavy when the rain comes in. But all will be well, and 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 all will be well.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you. That song's for you.
Thank you all for being with us in this virtual space.
Yeah, we're so glad you've joined us tonight.
We are.
We love you.
We do.
We have one more, two more. Very quick ones.
Double
Yeah,
encore.
double
You all
encore.
wanted an encore, right? Of course you did. Well, guess what? We got one. We got two, in fact.
And I'll do the thing. This is Bennett Conestney over here. Bennett Conestney in Belfast, Maine. Molly Gawler over in Orland, just north of Blue Hill, Bagaduce Lending Library. John Gawler on the banjo from Belgrade, Maine. Mama Ellen Gawler from Belgrade, Maine.
And fabulous Edith Gawler here with the bees on.
And Elsie Gawler and Ethan Tischler from Lincolnville. And that's all. That's it. And we had Tizzle the cat come through earlier. And all of you guys. And we've got Pete Seeger now with us on the banjo.
Please join us.
Yeah.
Dance along.
Right. So heard of singing along. Well, now if you want to get up wherever you are and just follow this little dance and song. Old Brown Earth.
To my old brown earth and to my old blue sky, I'll now give these last few molecules of ice. And you who sing, and you who stand nearby, set free dull care and let it fly. Guard well our human chain. Watch well, you keep it strong. As long as sun will shine, and this our home. Keep pure and sweet and green, for now I'm yours, and you are also mine. A little dance along from old Pete. And last one of his close friends and partners on the road and the winding trail of singing songs that mean something. His buddy Woody Guthrie. A 2-verse little scribble he made later in his life on a scrap of paper among 3,000 others that he just kind of threw around on people's floors when he would spend the night over at people's places. And thank goodness his family and gathered them up. And so many of these songs Woody never put a melody to, but 2012, when Woody was celebrating his 100th birthday with his son Arlo on tour across America singing Woody's songs, Arlo would close the concert with the song of his dad's. So we offer it to you this evening as well to close, and take it on with you wherever you go. It's just a simple song called My Peace. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black, to red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I own. I pass my peace around and around, cross hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for being here with us.
Enjoy the return of the sun. It's coming and coming strong.
Love it.
Can't wait to see you in person when that day comes.
Thank you to everybody over at Bagaduce Music for making this all possible.
Yes.
And I encourage you to check out their website if you're not there right now, and check out all the other things they've got going on. Unexpected Music in Unexpected Places will be a pandemic-friendly, safe series of great music all over the coast of Maine in unexpected places. So check it out and see where it might be. It might be your backyard. Who knows?
And special thanks to Teresa for all that she's done to make this happen.
Truly. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Later.